Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well. I'm yet again in my ensuite. If you'd have watched my previous video, the extension work has begun and I keep having to shut myself off in here because it's the only place that's the quietest, although I think I can hear somebody around the side here. So yeah, I'm hoping my voice just drains out all the background noise and the singing and the banging around that's going on. But we are currently on Monday today, so the second week of the extension work. So we've had last week and this week sort of booked out in the diary so that Sam, Ed and Tom are here getting a lot of the foundation works all sorted. At the moment Sam is currently blocking, so there looks like quite a lot of work that is getting done, and I believe Tom is out the back there trying to dig up the pipes so Sam can move some of the drainage, and also Ed I think is around the front trying to move some hardcore stuff around the back. I think that's where they're at the moment, but it is currently the afternoon. I've been busy with clients all of this morning. Just typical of a Monday morning. We were supposed to have the plumber come over to sort out our tank and finally sort out the pressure of the water that's up here. Because I mean, if you've watched me for a little while now, you'll know that I haven't been using the ensuite shower for the pure reason that the pressure is just so awful upstairs here. So yeah, we basically booked in to get him to change the tank just to sort of increase the water pressure. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but apparently it's supposed to help sort out the pressure. So yeah, anyway, he turned up this morning all ready to go. He had the delivery of the tank and the back of the lorry just would not open, so he couldn't get to the tank. It's not one that can be replaced quite quickly, like it was a special order, so he's having to come back next Monday and Tuesday now. So we had the dilemma of that this morning. Last week it was a digger and this week it was the plumbing stuff, but there's nothing more that he could do. He was so lovely about it. So yeah, that's been postponed to next week, which is not an issue. We wanted it done before the carpets get put down, which obviously he's swapped a couple of things around so he can get it done, which is great. Obviously in the meantime we've just got the extension work continuing on. I'm not 100% sure as to what stage Sam needs to get to, but the inspector is coming again on Wednesday. See everything that Sam, Ed and Tom have done up to this point, which I'm hoping all will go well. I did receive an email with some photos of the foundations and stuff because obviously that got ticked off last week, so that was great. I don't think there's anything else I can think of to update you on at this moment in time. The digger did get taken back today, so the hire of that, we extended it to Friday, so we had an extra couple of days of digging, and they came to pick that up today, so that's gone. Sorry, I just had to stop the camera there. It's just the reality of using the power tools and how loud everything is. Weekend Sam did some extra blocking work on Saturday, so I'll include the footage of that here.
I bought myself a microphone, so hopefully the audio quality is a lot better in these voiceovers, but I totally forgot that Sam, Ed and Tom actually was working in the lounge for a little while last week, trying to basically start putting together the media unit wall. I believe this was the same day that the concrete got fitted, I think, or it might have been on a day that the weather was atrocious, so it was either on the Thursday or Friday, where they couldn't do much outside really. And by looking at what they're wearing, I think they did get a change of clothes because yeah, it was very wet and horrible for them, which you will see in just a second. So this was the day that the concreting got put in, and as you can see from the ground, it was soaking wet this day, so Sam wasn't able to get a lot filmed other than the concreting actually in. And even with it all being really wet, it turned out to be okay in the end.
Please ignore my outfit of choice today with my fluffy socks, but Sam has put in some of the breeze blocks, and what are these blocks called?
Trench blocks.
Trench blocks. You're munching behind the camera as well, aren't you? It's got a Rice Krispie cake. Please ignore that. And then what's this brickwork that's here?
What?
These bricks.
Engineering bricks.
Okay, so he's installed some engineering bricks, and then as you can see there's a gap here because we're going to have a nice tall window to allow light to come through on this side, and then same goes for here. There's a gap because we're going to have bifolding doors across this side, and we was going to put a picture window in on this side,
which Sam is nodding his head because I think he still thinks that we're going to have one put there.
I bought the lintel.
Pardon?
You bought the lintel for it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're still going to have a window across this side. We did reconsider this morning thinking about not doing that. But I think the more sort of light we let in, the better. So now everything is pretty much all done up to
Inside.
I'm trying to learn as we go along, and over the next couple of days, what are you going to get done?
Monday I'll have it damp on the outside and start the walls. And start oversight.
Perfect.
One thing I did forget to mention was that these blocks at the bottom here are not actually going to be seen. It's only from these engineering blocks up that is going to be seen, and as soon as Sam's got the render blocks on the outside, obviously they will be covered over. We was originally going to go for rendering, but I think Sam is considering some cladding, so I'm sure I'll explain all of those finer details later on when we get to that point. But yeah, so Sam is currently over there just repointing all of the brickwork, although he said it is slightly too wet, so he's going to have to come outside later tonight to get that all done. But are you covering the blocks over as well this evening? Yeah, so he's basically going to cover it all this evening, because even though it's been a nice sunny day, it's going to get quite frosty. Sam wanted to just add that he is covering the bruise block with this Hessian that's here. Technical terms that I'm trying to learn. Today is week 2, day 2 of the extension work, and from the previous clips that you will have just seen, I totally forgot about the work that got done towards the end of last week, so I do apologise that I didn't mention that yesterday, but hopefully I've explained that enough in the voiceover. But basically when the concreting got delivered, the weather was absolutely awful. Sam was trying to film on both the camera and on his phone, so he sent those videos across to me as well. So yeah, I've got filming bits here, there, everywhere, which I've totally forgotten about. Today Sam is currently blocking outside. He's trying to get the corner bit done of the inside wall, and I think tomorrow he said he's going to be working on the outside wall, so putting the insulation in between and then building that up. So I don't know whether he's going to do like a little bit at a time. From what I can gather, I think he's just going to get one bit done first, both inside and outside, before he moves on. Although I could be wrong, he could be doing it a totally different way, but from what he's just said, I think that's what he's going to do. Tom is currently working on all of the drainage and all the pipe work and stuff, and Sam has literally just notified me that I can use the washing machine now, because there was a little bit of a short while this morning where I couldn't use the sinks at all, but I can get back to that now, which is great. Although I don't think the dishwasher's getting plumbed back in just yet, but we've had literally over a week not being able to use the dishwasher, which I know, first world problems, but it is pain, and I do find that the dishwasher cleans stuff a lot better than what I can hand wash. So yeah, that has been a little bit of an inconvenience. And then Ed is currently hardcoring at the moment, basically just moving it from the front in the trailer to the back to bring the inside floor up to the right level that it needs to be at. And then I think he's gonna basically whacker it all down with the machine, just so that it's all nice and flat, ready for the inspection tomorrow morning. It's week 2, day 3 of the extension work, and I'm trying to keep away as much as possible today because there's a lot going on at the moment. Sam is currently blocking the outside wall of the extension, well, the first little bit that you will have just seen in the previous clips, and then Ed is basically moving the cement that Tom is currently mixing out of the front, from the front to the back, and basically laying it for the flooring, which is super exciting to get to a point where the base is pretty much there. I think they are on track to get finished where they want to get finished. I know we've got another 2 days yet, but I think the weather has definitely been on their side. As much as it's been a little bit cold, this week it was quite rainy, but for the most part of it has not been too bad, especially when I looked at my phone and see that 6 years ago yesterday it was snowing. So yeah, I think we are pretty lucky that we have managed to get quite a lot done in such a short space of time.